When it comes to bigger environmental problems like climate change and deforestation, there is a general perception that only governments or big businesses can make a difference. But the story of Jadav Payeng shows that with hard work and patience, just one person can make a huge difference. Jadav Payeng grew up in a tiny village in Assam, close to the Brahmaputra river. He lived close to nature as a child and knew how important it was. When he was a teenager, he saw a lot of snakes lying on a dry sandbar after a flood. Most of them had died because there were no trees or shade to protect them from the fierce heat of the sun. This incident made him think as to how important trees were for all living beings. Jadav decided to do something about this and began planting trees on that empty sandbar at the age of 16. He didn't have any special training, money, or help, but was very determined to bring life back to that empty land. He started planting saplings on the dry land. At first, his work seemed small and hard to see. Things didn't work right for him, but he did not give up. Every day, he kept planting more trees and took utmost care of the saplings. He remained patient and kept believing that things would eventually work out. The land started to change slowly over the years. The little plants grew into trees and the area began to turn green. A sandbar that used to be dead slowly turned into a thick forest. This forest is now called Medylife Forest, after Payeng himself. Medylife Forest now covers hundreds of hectares and is full of animals. There are a lot of animals that live there, like elephants, deer, birds, and even tigers. This change is truly amazing because it wasn't the result of a big project or government plan. It was the work of one man who kept planting trees over so many years. One of the most important things to learn from Payeng's story is how small things can make a big difference. He didn't try to do something big. Instead, focused on planting trees every day, one small step at a time. These little things added up over time to make something amazing. Payeng's story shows that real change takes time. All you need is patience, dedication, and hard work. The initial few years were full of challenges and did not yield much result. But he persisted with what he was doing and ultimately succeeded in changing the shape of that landscape. Also, one important learning is that he did not wait for someone else to take up the problem, but took it head-on without waiting for others to support. Payeng's work went unnoticed for a long time. He kept working on his mission without expecting any praise or recognition. People found the forest and told his story to the world later. People all over the world started respecting him and called him the Forest Man of India. He was awarded Padma Shri by the President of India Shri Pranab Mukherjee on April 8, 2015, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to environmental protection. Jadav Payeng's story is more than just about planting trees. It's about hope, determination, and how one person can make a difference. It shows us that we don't always need a lot of money or power to make things better. We need to be dedicated and brave enough to take the first step. It might not always be possible to plant a whole forest, but we can do small things to help the environment, like planting a tree, saving water, or protecting nature in our own way.